Hey psychics, welcome back to a new video. It's been a while. For those who don't know, for 2 months now I've been selling original / custom art on the platform known as Whatnot. Whatnot is a relatively new thing in Australia, at least recently. It launched here in 2024, but it's a relatively new place for selling and promoting products. So I'm more so an introvert who likes to make things, and I find social media draining. Despite that, I have sold original art and been commissioned and have had many happy customers to show for it on there. So why could this be exactly? Why am I doing so well? Well, I'll go over it in this video. So what I think is happening is when I started out, I tended to do streams almost every day. When and then in those streams I'm just chilling and drawing, taking requests from the audience. When I started, I picked a niche I thought would be pretty popular, even going out into the market space and seeing what's going down. But I thought Pokemon cards would be pretty popular, only mine were more custom and handmade and done with acrylic markers. And so during the stream, every 5 minutes I would check the chat to see if they were giving any requests. Then there's this whole other thing with just listing products. I used to list every single card and ACO, which is artist cards, edition and originals, which is a whole other game. But I was checking who was watching every 5 minutes during those streams. By the way, this is easier if you have a laptop open with your stream up as well, because but point being, I did that, and I also listed every products and the amount people expected. I expected some people to pay, and it's been interesting. I started to sell one card, and sooner or later I started to sell not just one card, but even a bundle and even a logo design for a Whatnot user. I put up a lot of listings, like I mentioned, mostly Pokemon, and some requests like Dragon Ball Z one, which I did perfect sell. I did make at least 6 to 12 cards before I started selling though, so keep that in mind. Aside from that, I had no other inventory, but something was working. It sounds like something was working here. There was no other inventory, no pre-existing products. It was just original art there. And so now people on Whatnot move quickly. They shop around for fun and look for a good bargain. It's a bit like eBay, but with live streaming. That's why I mentioned listings before as one of its other special features about it. And I think eBay had been doing live streaming for a bit as well, but I mainly just use Whatnot. I'm selling because I'm selling, I'm even keeping track of all of these with a calendar with stickers, just to signify what, and dashes to see how much I made that day. I was reading more about how people online were making money, and I think the main thing is I try to find places to add value to a customer, whether it's shipping on time, adding stickers, which if you don't know, in business is called like you like undersell and over deliver, and I added like just any additional thing like a sticker or another card that they might like, and commissions are their own thing on my account, and people seem to enjoy them. But yeah, I also tried to follow up on requests post stream just to check my messages, and I would even it would go up to a point where I was getting messages from other people to like draw their binders and to see the other things that aren't related to Pokemon. That was really neat. I made $190 in my first month, and the next month I doubled that. But here's my closing thoughts on this. If you want to keep making art and selling and whatnot, it's a neat side hustle, don't get me wrong, but long term, you're probably going to have to set up your own website with a landing page. It's not just about selling art, and it's learning how to add value to your customer. You gotta have a different sort of mindset when you're going in to the stuff like this. I found it most times was pretty a lot of work, but I had the mindset to keep going, and I think that's how I was able to make the progress I did. So because a valuable thing you can do if you want to start a business is learn to capture emails and set up systems. Of course, you can't really. These websites like Whatnot don't tend to taking away their traffic, and so just keep that in mind when you're trying this out. I hope you got some value out of this video. Thanks for watching, and if you want me to talk more about Whatnot and my experience of it, I have plenty of interesting ideas about in future videos. So let me know if you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.